Welcome back to Healing Oaths. This is Briel, and I'm here with the message for the collective for the 14th of February 2021 to the 20th of February 2021. And I hope everybody's having a wonderful Valentine's Day. We're going to have our message from the Whispers of Lord Ganesha, the Wisdom of the Oracle, and the Numerology guidance cards. So let me know in the description box below how you're doing, if the message from last week resonated with you, how your week was, and also what you're doing for Valentine's Day, if anything interesting, or it should be interesting, but anything that you can share, let's say. So let's see. Let's get going with our first message. First message from Ganesha to open the way for our new week and give us an idea of what the energies that we'll be working with and how to benefit from them. Let's see. Okay. Ganesha tells us today, joy. That's the message for this week. The first message for this week is joy. We then have the part of the message from the Wisdom of the Oracle. This is another very nice deck, a beautiful deck actually. And the Wisdom of the Oracle is telling us for this week, the Fates. And our numerology message for the week. Give us some further guidance. And again, I want to thank everybody that has visited my shop and bought items. I thank you all for checking it out. I see people have visited, also favorited items, as well as even just looked, which is great. So thank you. And if you have any suggestions, there is a way to contact me on the shop to let me know if there's anything you're interested in seeing there. And if you are one of our members for our free weekly tarot message, while you're seeing this message for the weekly reading for the collective, I will be sending out my newsletter shortly. It's a bit too many cards. We'll look for one. I'll be sending out my newsletter shortly, which will give you an idea of the specials we have on in the shop. But not only that, I'll be doing a book review, a tarot card deck or oracle deck card deck review, and also some interesting information about other things that are going on that are free that might be able to assist you. Okay. We have self-love. That is the message from our numerology deck. So let's get into this and see what they are saying for this week. So Ganesha tells us with the joy card here, we can see him, looks like he's walking along with his little friend, and they both have, it looks like little jugs and also a garland or a couple of garlands. Looks like they're on their way somewhere. So let's see. For joy, we see joy is a state of the heart and soul. Joy happens when the heart and the soul unite. The union is to achieve expansion for a greater good related to your divine path. Joy can create in you a sense of contentment, acceptance, and serenity. Even when your life is in flux, you feel a deep knowing that whatever might happen will be for the highest good for all involved. When you have this knowledge in you, it brings spiritual determination. Even through difficult circumstances, such as those you may currently be undergoing, you will ultimately find your happiness. Through this card, Ganesha acknowledges your stress and exhaustion as you work to adapt to new patterns of behavior and release your old stories. You may not be happy right now, but you can experience joy knowing that striving through a difficult situation is important. You're urged to realize that you came into this lifetime to undergo certain experiences and to learn very specific life lessons. Be honest with yourself. Allow yourself your feelings and emotions. Remember that if your heart is feeling wounded and its healing is taking place, you're likely grappling with deep feelings and sentiments that may have even been repressed in you for lifetimes. Share your thoughts, feelings, emotions, and anxieties with those who can support you at this time. Joy will be the final outcome. Your energy and your inner light are shifting to reveal your life's grand plan. In this card, Ganesha holds garlands made of urku flowers, which have the ability to eliminate negative energy from the body and mind of a person. In your mind's eye, make an offering of garlands made of urku flowers to Ganesha. In exchange, Ganesha blesses you with good health and freedom from ailments. This card is bringing up to me the message that keeping fresh flowers in your house will help raise your energy and also remove negativity, negative thoughts, negative feelings. And also knowing that this year we just celebrated Chinese New Year, and it is the year of the golden ox. It's about continuing to move forward, continuing to press on, though it's not easy, to try to be steady, not to be overtaken by sentiment, by emotion or issues, but just to keep going ahead. And those who do persevere will be richly rewarded. So that's a good message for us there. From the wisdom of the oracles, the fate tells us, let's see, fate tells us acceptance that there are things you cannot change and knowing what those things are. So this speaks about the serenity prayer that we know. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, and the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. There are things in life we'll never have control over. The conditions brought on by the evolution of the collective, by nature, and your past experiences may be fated, preordained by spirit for a greater purpose you cannot understand in this lifetime. As we were speaking about sometimes before in Ganesha's message, sometimes the past affects us, and also that we might be going through some hardship now. This Fates card speaks about the same thing. So we know that we need to understand that this is for a reason why we're going through these things, and that we are going to be able to make it through, and in the end there will be a benefit. It may not be in your cards to understand why certain events occurred, but you can accept the mystery and work with those events and your current circumstances and accept what your current circumstances have to teach you. The wisdom is this wisdom is contained in the serenity prayer. And if you're concerned or thinking about a relationship, this fate cards lets us know that other people are who they are. You can't change them. The challenge is to accept them as they are and not try to make them otherwise to suit you. This is a time to look at how you attempt to mold people to fit in your view and how they should be, so you can remain in the relationship and avoid discomfort. What if who they are and whatever is happening between you and them is in the situation is perfect from the perspective of spirit? Now is the time to accept what you cannot change, even if it means that you honor yourself, spirit, and the other person by moving on. So love unconditionally, for each of us is on our own journey and we cannot direct that of another. Be aware that the relationship is indeed fated and you are meant to evolve into a better version of yourself as a result of it. So this speaks about lessons learned within a relationship. If it's whatever is happening, you can't change it. You can't change people. Either you have to leave, or you learn your lesson and then leave, or maybe the person decides they were changing themselves, or you change yourself. So again, speaking about the journey and the things that happen to us that we cannot control, that we work with it, like the golden ox, you keep plodding ahead and moving forward, because in the end, it will be a benefit. For prosperity, here it says, your experiences concerning prosperity and abundance are beyond your control right now. You are being invited to accept what is unreservedly. This could be a temporary situation, seemingly thrust upon you by outside forces, but there is an underlying purpose you can see that has been determined by the fates. It could be a situation you are unprepared for, and you may not understand how it will benefit you in the moment. Again, talking about trusting what is going on and knowing that it is for our best. Do not fight the situation. Write it out and see where it leads. Surrender to it, and the serenity you need to make good choices from here on will be given to you. You will indeed flourish. So again, like the ox, what does he do? Puts his head down, he works, he moves forward. He doesn't get excited, doesn't get upset, he just keeps going. And for protection, it says, it is difficult to understand why painful things happen to good people. Fate is a mystery after all. Yet what we do with our circumstances, the way in which we respond to life's challenges, is how we rise up to greet our destiny. Now is one of those times to be aware of your powerlessness to change certain situations and surrender to acceptance. Again, asking us to accept what's going on around us. Hang in there. Life will only get better. Act as if you believe that, for the only thing you can control right now is your attitude. When you align with the fates, being mindful of what you can and cannot change, serenity will come to you. So again, we're promised serenity and joy. So we're promised good outcomes if we put our heads down, we do our best, we know the things that we can work on, and we're not butting our heads against the wall. We're working with what we can work with. Okay, and then our card, our numerology card for this week, from the 14th to the 20th, is self-love. This card indicates a need to focus your attention on loving and believing in yourself. By drawing this card, you're encouraged to make your relationship with yourself your #1 priority. So this is telling us in all that is going on, we need to focus on ourselves. And this is the key to happiness and the manifestation of our dreams. Rather than dwelling on our shortcomings, we must accept and embrace who we are. Again, speaking of, as the other two cards, learning what we can change and accepting what we cannot. It is now time to start treating yourself like a friend by replacing your negative self-talk with positive affirmations. Statements that affirm that you're lovable, worthy, and perfect just as you are. And help raise your energy, vibration, and improve your life circumstances. Again, we spoke about using flowers and this raising our vibrations and removing negativity. Fresh flowers. It says, set aside time to write down all the things you admire about yourself, such as sense of humor, your smile, or your capacity to love. Every little thing counts and nothing is insignificant or minor. In order to improve your current situation, you're being asked to adjust to, harmonize with the natural rhythm and cycles of your life. Again, telling us that what's going on now, globally and within our lives, are things that we cannot control. They're natural. And that it says cycles that are encouraging you to love and believe in yourself are important. Remember, you are an ongoing work in progress, and you didn't choose to come here to be the perfect person with the perfect life. Everything in your life is a reflection of what you believe about yourself. So nurture yourself with love. The affirmation we're given now here is we're given an exercise to write down the good things about ourselves and the things that we admire about ourselves. And also our affirmation for this week is, I love and believe in myself and I make my dreams come true. I love and believe in myself and I make my dreams come true. So we've been given a few things to work with this week to make sure that we are able to benefit from the energies. The flowers that help with the negativity, removing negativity, the acceptance of what is going on, if it's something that we cannot change, and the understanding that whatever we go through in life that we cannot change, we protect ourselves, but we know that in the end we will benefit and we will have joy. At the end of it, we will benefit. We will actually be better for it. What we learn and what we go through will make us better. We also know that loving ourselves and accepting ourselves is key to this. We need to write down the things that we like and admire about ourselves, and we also need to use the affirmation that we've been given for this week to ensure that we make the best of the energies of this week. And if you are somebody that is following the things that are going on globally, so the astrology and what has been happening, things are indeed at this point in a situation where many people feel a bit upside down, and we can see it not just in the sky, but we can see it on earth, and the way things are going, and the fact that things are maybe not going in the right way or the way we think they are, and the things that we're finding out lately and currently are unusual, and some of them unbelievable, and sometimes there's not much that we feel that we can personally do about it. But we have to still live in this world and do our best and work on the things we can. But this starts with and ends with loving and accepting ourselves and doing our best. So again, have a wonderful week. Thank you for visiting and watching our weekly message for the collective. Please visit us on YouTube, Healing Oaths, Instagram, Healing_Oaths, and also Etsy, our shop is Healing Oaths. And the newsletter will be coming out soon. I'm looking for the best media for it so that you have the richest experience. So thanks again. Have a wonderful day filled with health, love, happiness, peace, and prosperity. Bye-bye.